Welcome to AudioCert, where the official study guides are brought to life.
Today we're digging into the Offensive Security Certified Professional, or OSCP.
That's right. We've got the syllabus for the Penetration Testing with Kali Linux course, the PWK, copyrighted by OffSec Services Limited.
And our mission today is to really give you, the learner, a map of the journey ahead.
Exactly. It's about the mindset you need before you even open a terminal or connect to the PWK lab. It's all about the structure.
It is, because before you touch a single command, you have to understand the methodology. The whole course is built on what they call the model of increasing uncertainty.
Increasing uncertainty, that sounds kind of intense. If the goal is to make you an independent problem solver, why start with something like demonstration module exercises? Isn't that just hand-holding?
Well, it's intentional scaffolding.
Yeah.
You have to start somewhere. You begin with those demonstrations, but then you quickly move to applied module exercise.
Or you try to do it yourself.
Exactly. You replicate the technique. And then you hit the capstone module exercises. And with each step, the uncertainty goes up because the hints, they just start to disappear.
Ah, okay. So it forces you to synthesize what you've learned.
It does. And the challenge labs 1 through 6, that's where this is really put to the test. It's what prepares you for the exam itself.
Okay, that framework makes a lot more sense now. But the course, I noticed, insists on these foundational concepts before you get to the cool tools. Core cybersecurity concepts.
That's right. And it's critical. Take the CIA triad. Instead of just memorizing definitions for confidentiality, integrity, and availability.
Right.
Think of it as the security report card for a system. A pen test isn't just about finding holes. It's about evaluating how well that system scores on those 3 goals. You're testing its trustworthiness.
And we also have to nail down the vocabulary of an attack. A vulnerability, for instance, is the weakness, like an unlocked door.
And a threat is the negative event. It's the thief showing up at the door.
So the exploit is the actual tool they use, the crowbar, and the risk is the business loss if they succeed.
But what's really crucial here is the mindset. The syllabus pushes you to emulate the minds of our opponents. If you aren't thinking about what the defender might do next or what mistake a developer might have made, you're already behind.
Okay, let's walk through the attack path structure. The syllabus outlines 4 distinct phases. Phase 1 is reconnaissance.
Pure observation, finding the target, gathering information passively, like with Whois lookups, and also actively with tools like Nmap.
Then we hit Phase 2, initial access. This seems to be where the real work begins.
It is. It's a huge mindset shift. You go from just analyzing information to actively trying to bypass defenses. So you'll see a heavy focus on web app flaws like cross-site scripting or XSS and SQL injection, which is basically tricking a database into running your own commands, and of course, various file inclusion techniques.
The syllabus also throws client-side attacks and password attacks in there as well. Then Phase 3 seems to be about staying hidden and moving around.
It's all about stealth and movement. So antivirus evasion, and then more complex lateral techniques like port redirection and tunneling using SSH or even DNS. The goal is to make that initial foothold you gained actually useful and persistent.
Which all leads to the finale, Phase 4, escalation and domain dominance.
The climax, absolutely. This is where you focus on both Windows and Linux privilege escalation. You're trying to become an administrator.
And this seems to be where Active Directory, or AD, comes in big time.
Oh, it's huge. The course dedicates a massive amount of time to AD, from enumeration and authentication all the way to lateral movement inside a corporate network. That's the endgame.
Now, here's something that I think is really valuable for you, the learner. The course doesn't just throw techniques at you, it actually details effective learning strategies.
Which is so important. They talk about dual coding, using visuals with text to help memory, and actively managing your cognitive load so you don't burn out.
And specific tactics, too.
Yes. Things like spaced practice. So don't cram and retrieval practice, which means constantly testing yourself instead of just rereading your notes.
I like the sound of the Feynman technique.
It's the gold standard. If you can take a really complex concept and explain it simply, like to a friend, then you truly get it.
And after all that work, it all has to end up in a document, report writing.
A critical, non-negotiable skill. They really emphasize note portability, making sure your messy notes are actually usable, and then crafting a solid executive summary for management, plus the deep technical findings for the engineers.
So the main takeaway seems to be that the PWK course is really a masterclass in applying structured thinking to this huge technical landscape.
It absolutely is. It moves you from following guided steps to true adversarial emulation.
So here's what this all means for you. The syllabus is a bit unique because it also details how to go about fixing exploits, which forces you to think like a defender, and this is critical. While the course teaches you the very powerful Metasploit framework, the OSCP exam itself has strict rules limiting its use. So that leaves us with a question to mull over as you start this journey. How does focusing on the limitations of your tools and the need to understand the defense fundamentally sharpen your skills as an offensive security professional?